G'day Point viewers, welcome to the first podcast in ages. I'm sorry that I haven't done one of these in a while, but as you can see, the Point's been going nuts. I mean, it's up to like 1,600 hits a month now, and keeping all the news fresh and that for you takes a lot of my time. So I don't get enough time to sneak out and do a podcast much. So it's a beautiful Sunday morning. It's pretty quiet at the moment, so I thought I'd get in and do one. I heard reports in from the Wright Festival, and basic summary of it was that it was very loud, good music, and muddy. But hey, you do what you can to take in the intake of good live music, particularly with bands like the Cat Empire and Grinspoon and Birds of Tokyo playing as well. Some really good local acts. Hope the Wright Festival winner of the band comp, Goodfoot, I hope they had a good set. I wasn't able to make it. I had other things to do. But hey, it must have been a good festival from what I've heard. I'd like to say that there's actually a music revolution finally happening on the Sunshine Coast. I mean, there's a lot of bands that I've only discovered since being on the Point, which we're now up to about 43 bands on the Point now, I think, roughly around all over the 40 mark anyway. But it's not just the bands; it's the venues are finally getting behind it now. I don't know what the change in attitude is, because the sneaky liquor licensing mobs are still hanging around and trying to enforce their sound regulations and all the venues and that, but the venues are being very resilient, which is good. Had a good chat to Shane at Villanusa on Friday night, and they're putting on a lot of free shows at the moment, which is great. And it's also for a lot of local talent too, but they're also bringing in big shows. I mean, they've got Butterfly Flecked and Calling All Cars coming up soon. They've got Thirsty Merc coming up. They get a lot of the big bands coming through, which is awesome. Club Envy is still keeping up momentum. I mean, they had Diana Anade last night, but last weekend they had 3 awesome shows. They had French Butler Called Smith on the Friday night, and then they had Take Anthea and Marsden Lees on the Saturday night, and then they had Blackwater Fever and Dirty York and Black Mustang. I mean, there's heaps of live music happening, and I really appreciate all you live venues for getting behind the scene now, and so also trying to get some support for the local bands. I mean, there's a lot of bands out there, and it's hard to squeeze them all into one sort of small area and get them all shows, but you're doing it, you'll get there. Also, Club Envy with the midweek open mic nights, that's a pretty cool thing as well, so I'm going to have to try and get down to one of those eventually. Kings Beach Tavern is keeping up momentum as well. They're putting on good shows. They've also got the Old Sands Tavern PA system, so it's good to see that one getting used. And there's also like smaller venues around there are still putting on like you've got the Upfront Club in Mullaney still going, and you've got venues like 4551 in Caloundra. It's a restaurant, but they're putting on open mic nights, and CBX in Caloundra, they're putting on bands on the weekends now too, so it's good to see. I hope you guys like the new look site. We've basically tried to streamline it a bit and pretty it up. The basic thoughts behind it was that having all the month's news on the one page, it was just a bit too much info to take in, so we've shoved that off into a news section now, and now it's just like the today's news and some other info there too, so it's not so overwhelming. The Point party is getting closer. There's I think 3 weeks left. I can now say there are 9 bands doing semi-acoustic sets, and I think I can now announce who we'll be having. So Floating Bridges, Those Old Souls, Rob Stanley will be doing a repeat performance of last year's efforts, but this time even better, because that was last year was actually his first show. Emily Thompson will be doing another one too, and this time we're making a fair. We're not putting her on first. She's been doing some good work too, so we'll put her later on the set, and after everyone's sort of warmed up, it's all good. Rivalry, who formerly got Again Off the Grey, they'll be doing a set. Morning Glory, those young kids, they'll be doing a set too. Hopefully the Outlook with Mr. Boykin will be dropping by and doing a quick sort of hip-hop dubstep set. may just have Lending Her, which would be really great, and The Secret Whisper, so they'll do one as well. So I'm going to have to cram them all in, but I mean, you combine that with free beer, pizza, hopefully a guest performance from Pinecone Throat, and we'll be raffling off some cool items too. So it's last one was awesome, so this one will be even better. So it's June 19th. To those that haven't have RSVP'd, thank you. And the directions to the party will actually go out the week of the party itself. Just remember, it's invite only. I don't want all hangers-ons. It's for you bands. It's not for groupies and hangers-ons, that sort of stuff. I mean, they get to see you guys play all the time. Okay, on Friday night I actually headed out to the Villa Noosa, and I'm really starting to dig that venue. It's a good size venue, good sound. The only problem being is that it's up in Noosa and it's such a mission of a drive, but hey, for live music you'll try and do anything. Went and saw the Hayden Hack Infusion with The Strange Few, psychedelic rock with epic sideburns, and The Secret Whisper, who remind me a lot of now defunct Brisbane band Nina May. The review's now up of the actual show, and I got to talk to Jessica from The Secret Whisper for a bit, which was really good to see what they're up to and their plans for the next year or so. But I also managed to get some footage, just particularly of one song of The Secret Whisper. So I'm going to leave you with that now. This is The Secret Whisper live at the Villa Noosa. See you guys hopefully at the Point Party on June 19th.